Hey, 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 Jeanette and Jess are back. We have worked out the technical issues, we hope. So, can people jump on and let us know if you can hear us?
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Oh, my goodness. I do not wonder that. I do not wonder that all of this has happened because I'm literally in the middle of moving. So I have got boxes up behind me. I have got things half packed. I am in a shambles.
Wow.
Yeah, they're played up.
You've been
Now,
busy.
Jess, yes. Now, am I echoing for you, Jess? Because I'll put
No,
my headphones on. No?
no. Sounds perfect.
Perfect.
What's the weather
Oh,
like?
excellent. Thank you, Deb Simmons. Deb can hear us loud and clear. While I was waiting for you to come on, I was sitting here shuffling my cards because I think we could do some fun stuff with our listeners today. And I in from my end invited angels, archangels, ascended masters, etc. in, so that they can come on in and help us out with our readings. And two cards flew out. So Archangel Raphael is here today with us because he has given instruction that because of everything that's going on in the world right now, there is a lot of fear. There's a lot of people struggling with the fact that they can take their children to sport, but they've got to sit in the car, grandparents can't attend, schools are keeping children away from each other, and that's really impacting on everybody. Even me as a nana, it's because children need to be together. They need to be hugging and loving and fighting, and not fighting horrible fighting, but play fighting. And so Archangel Raphael has asked to come in just so that he can send some healing vibes out through us, which is what we do. And also a second card flew out, and that is that for today, I'm not sure if this is meant to be our topic, but now for people to start tuning into who they are and where they want to go from here. So, for example, I've really struggled with being a nurse for a little while for different reasons, and I'm actually stepping away from nursing, and I am looking at other things that I would like to do, and so that's part of my journey as well. So it's tuning in to where you're at right now, and if you're really unhappy doing what you're doing, then the time of change is here. What do you think, Jess?
100%. There has just been so much going on, and so many people have gone through, I think, a deep healing just in the last few months. I think that things have changed and we've had to slow down and we've had to reassess of our lives, and we've been forced to by what's been going on in the world. And also I think the cosmic energies have had a hand in all of this as well. We've been forced to have a look at what's not working, what doesn't feel aligned, and what changes that we have to make in order to move forward and to keep growing and to keep moving towards a more positive feeling life. So there's been so much that's been going on, but so many people.
Yeah, sorry, Jess, it cuts in and out. I think you finished. And something that I have learned over the years is that fear is not real. It comes from an emotion. It doesn't come from the spiritual realm. And the fear, we can actually create fear with our mind. We've got that script in our head. The delightful one that always tells us that we're not good enough, that we should be fearful, that we should change. Oh my gosh, recognize that that was just the script, that I had the choice every day in where I wanted to be in my life. My life turned around 360 degrees. I was living in a very violent marriage that I thought I was stuck in because there was no way out. I had no one to help me. The homes that you could go to were always full up in North Queensland. I had no money because that was controlled. And once I realised that I could make decisions because I needed stopping men became something that I could do. So I think that's why Archangel Raphael has come in today. And I also just wanted to show people, I have a giveaway today, Jess, which I haven't talked to you about yet. But one of my friends on Facebook, she is the most amazing artist. Oh my gosh, she's an intuitive artist and works with angels and such. And she has gifted me, that's her work. Like, wow.
Wow.
Like, that's incredible. Like, that's just coming from something that's downloaded to her. And her name is Cheryl Hart. Properly, but so I've got a few to gift today. So if anyone would love a card sent to them from Cheryl, fully with love, then please let us know, and we can certainly do that. So Jess, just on before we go into having some fun readings,
yes.
Tell us a little bit about your green juicing and what that's done for you.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I was guided by my angels and guides at the start of last year. I've always been guided by my angels and guides in terms of what I need to do physically, because for over a decade I've been asking the question, how can I feel better? How can I feel better? I ask that question every single day, and it took quite a few years, but some years into that journey, I started to notice that I was receiving guidance from something outside of myself. And the guidance was so strong and it resonated with me so deeply that I felt like I kind of didn't have a choice, and to ignore that guidance would just feel so uncomfortable. So some of the guidance has been things that I didn't want to do in the beginning. For example, give up coffee was something that I was guided towards giving up in 2017. And I didn't want a bar of that when they first come knocking on my door and was, channeling, Jess, you need to give up coffee. I wanted to run and hide under the bed. I just thought, no, I'm not giving up that. I felt like I had already given up so much, but it just was something that I couldn't ignore. And I gave up coffee, and I was very sick when I first gave up coffee. I went to bed for 3 days. I was the sickest that I'd been in about 10 years. And out the other side of that, I gained an increase in health 80%. So it was a humongous transformation for me. I was working as a nurse that year full time. Poppy was still being breastfed. I was doing 5 days a week in nursing, which is, Jeanette, the industry is really exhausting for especially, earth angels and empaths, light workers. We take on so much energetically. Yep. And I was finishing shifts at 11 o'clock at night and I was up again at 5:15 the next morning, and I was very exhausted, coming home and breastfeeding and missing the children terribly. And so I was screaming at the universe that year, I need more energy. I'm exhausted, and I needed to maintain my vibration as well, because I'm all about vibing as high as I possibly can. So that's when my angels and guides said to me and showed me that coffee was something that was blocking me from sleeping better, resting better, and also getting myself out of fight or flight as well. Coffee really had me in racing thoughts, and it put me into overwhelm, and it did a lot to me actually. And I noticed a humongous change when I actually gave it up. I was surprised at how significant the change was. And I haven't had a drink of coffee since. I was really depressed as well. After I gave up coffee, I felt depressed for quite a few months afterwards, because it was what I looked forward to first thing in the morning, and then at morning tea, and then at lunchtime. And I actually woke up and felt like, what have I got to look forward to, which is ridiculous. And that really actually annoyed me, because I thought, how could a substance have so much control over my own thoughts and feelings? And it actually really made me angry, and that made me more determined to release that substance, because I didn't want a substance to be controlling me. I wanted to be fully in control of my own thoughts and feelings. So I think that helped with releasing it as well, and never going back. So in 2000 and last year, at the start of last year, I was guided again to go on a green juicing journey. I was asking again for more energy. I was also actually asking for a reduced level of stress inside my own being. I felt like I had reached a place where I was okay, and if I was to go and sit on a rock somewhere and wasn't around other people, I would be quite happy and content, and I would be, fine. But because I can't go and sit on a rock, and of course I don't want to, I've found it incredibly difficult, just with the stresses of life circumstances and of other people around me and my loved ones. So I really was asking my angels and guides, please help me become like content in the midst of turmoil. I wanted to become calm and centered even when everything around me was falling apart. And I received the guidance, ask and you receive. And they said, you need to start green juicing. This has got to be a daily thing for you. This is something that you need to commit to. This is something that you're going to have to be dedicated to. So I did. I got my NutriBullet that I'd been given a few years before at a Christmas. It had never been taken out of the box. We had it in the shed. We got it out. We dusted it off. We opened it up, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to use. And I started green juicing. I got into a few weeks of green juicing, and I was surprised at how it quickly it worked. I felt better. I slept better. And I was then given the guidance again to create a page called the Green Juice Challenge and call in a whole lot of health warriors that want to be on this journey as well. And this is really a page where I really share next level health information, because I healed myself from an autoimmune disease, depression, anxiety. I was suicidal on and off for about 10 years as well. And every single thing that I did to heal myself is not mainstream. You won't find it out there in mainstream, because I did mainstream for many, many years, and nothing in mainstream actually helped me heal. So I then embarked on my healing and spiritual journey, and that's where I started to find lots of different alternative things that helped heal me. And now I teach those things to all of the people that flow into my life. So the green juicing is amazing. I juice twice a day now. I have a green juice, and I also have another juice, usually a watermelon and berries, or a orange juice with something else. And my body literally craves the juices. I can't wait to have them. So thanks for asking the question.
Yeah, no, look, I asked because, as you know, I'm in your green juicing. My health is not optimal at the moment. I'm going through menopause. I've put on a lot of weight very quickly. I think my thyroid has got very sluggish, so I'm actually utilizing your wisdom and knowledge because I trust you, because I know you, and I know you actually walk the talk and you showcase that. And I'm also working with Medical Medium, and I know that you also work with Medical Medium. And I already feel better, I feel nice in any way, but in myself, and the angels have told me just to trust my process. All of this is happening for a reason for me. And I do believe, because you and I link up, it's to showcase where I am right now and where I'm going to be in 12 months by following the guidance of my amazing friend. And yes, we're both registered nurses, but that doesn't mean we know everything. We nurse others. We often don't look after ourselves, and that's the truth of a lot of nurses. And so I'm very, very excited their health. Get on with Jess. She's absolutely amazing, and she doesn't bullshit, and she walks her talk, and you can ask her any question at any time. You'll get a personal response, not a robot or somebody filling in. You'll actually get Jess, and I love that. So how about we do some, see if any of our listeners would like a card pulled, and we can both do that if you like, Jess. We can sort of do what we usually do. and each of us, because then it gives a whole perspective.
Oh,
what do you reckon?
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I'm super excited.
Now, one of my beautiful friends on here, Michelle, Michelle does Oracle coffee readings, and I put her story up before. No, not coffee, because that's her business. So we won't be asking Michelle to do that anytime. But again, each to their own, you know, like I'm a cup of tea drinker, but again, I've cut that right down, and now I have peppermint tea, and I have, you know, chai tea, and things that work better for me. And you'll find your way. Just because Jess does something, or I do something, or somebody else, it doesn't mean you have to follow that. But it's a starting point, and it's really, really good. And Jess, I just want to say thank you, because, you know, colleague to colleague, friend to friend, and, you know, soul to soul, you heal people, and I love that, and I love you.
Thank you.
Why I have you on here. So, all right. Let's get some cards going. Today I'm using Kyle Gray, and I'm using angel cards, but I'll also tap in to what guidance comes through. So where are you going with this, Jess?
Do you want me to get some of my own cards, or do you want me just to do your cards with you?
Well, grab your own if you like, because then we can see what comes about. Let's make this really interesting.
They're just here.
All right, I'll go back and see if anyone would like a card pulled. Okay, so we've got Michelle who would like a card. So I've put her up there. So, Michelle, this is for you. I'll pull a card, and Jess will pull a card, and we'll see what we come with.
Awesome.
Straight away, I feel as though, Michelle, that fresh air is going to absolutely do wonders for you at the moment. The cold, bitter fresh air is really going to be instrumental in clearing your head, because I feel as though there's a lot of cloud there at the moment. Sort of fuzziness, not really sure of direction, feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So get out in that fresh air, my love. And I've got to take time to breathe, which is exactly what they just showcased to me. So that backs up what I was just given for you. What have you come up with, Jess?
Hey, Michelle. How are you? I feel like there's just some fear there for you right now, and it's sort of blocking you to moving forward. I've using my beautiful Oracle Angel cards. They're very simple. Oh, just want to put them there in front of the camera. Very simple, beautiful cards. I've used these for over 10 years, and your card is Divine Guidance. And your angels and guides want you to know just to let go a little bit, and just to trust in the guidance from the divine. It may just be a feeling. It may be some thoughts that enter your mind. It may be things that may seem like a coincidence. They never are. There's no coincidences. These little things are signs from the universe, and they just would love you just to relax a little bit more. Just go and do something for yourself that will really nurture you, so that you can just help release the effects of fear, and just to loosen up. I just feel like your body's really tight and rigid, and I just want you just to shake it off, loosen up, go and take yourself for a massage or do some meditation. Like Jeanette said, lots of fresh air, nature, and trust in the guidance from the divine, because the guidance is wanting to communicate with you.
Yeah, just to add to that, very strongly it's come through that something that you would be able to really create a business out of, Michelle, is animal speak. I feel as though you've got a very, very, very strong link to animals and can actually tune in. So I really think that you would be able to create a true healing business with that. So that's a thought. Okay, thank you. So now we've got Fiona Lynette, who would love a card pulled for her. So I'm going to go with my angel set as well. And okay, so for you, Fiona, it's like you've been sitting on the edge, balancing on a fence, not knowing which way to go, or even if it's worth making the jump forward. You have clarification that right now is the time for you to start making change, to start that jump forward. You've pulled up the Oceania card, which is to take action. So you are in truth with what's going on with you right now, and you know down at a cellular level that you need change, and this is your confirmation for change. Yes.
Hello, Fiona. How are you this morning? I've pulled out a card for you that is intention. This is really important for you because your angels and guides really want you to work with the realm of intention, which is a real realm out there in the universe. It's not very far off reach for us. It's very, very powerful. When we set intentions for ourselves and our lives, that things are going to start manifesting for us. So your angels and guides really want you to set some intentions. How do you intend your day to be? Set that intention in the morning. How do you intend your week to be? What do you intend to happen for yourself now and in the future? It just feels a little bit like your energy is just a little bit confused, and you sort of got one foot in one pie and one in another, and they just want you to get just a little bit clearer so that they can start working with you on your journey. And just trust in yourself as well. Make those decisions and trust in yourself. Intend it to be done. It's a done deal, and then let go and just enjoy yourself. Allow yourself to be in the playful energy of life.
I love that, because that backs up exactly when the angels guided to feel like she's sitting on the fence, not knowing which way. And you're right, you do have to have that clear intention for the angels to be able to move you forward, because otherwise it's like going to a doctor, sitting there and waiting for him to tell you what's wrong when you haven't spoken. A doctor can only go by the symptoms that you give. So it's no different in the end. Okay, thank you, Jess. So now we have got Cherie, who would love a little card pulled. So do you want to go first, Jess, or you want me to?
Cherie, I can go first. Okay, just getting the cards nice and warmed up here. Thanks for joining, Cherie. Archangel Michael, he's one of your favorites, isn't he, Jeanette? Are you Archangel Michael? I know you do. You work with him a lot, and
Yes.
he really helps us release the effects of fear, doesn't he? He helps us work on a lot of things, and sometimes women feel quite alone in their journey, and sometimes we're lacking in that masculine energy to come in and really help assist us and make us feel safe. So I know that Archangel Michael's come to be with you because you're experiencing a feeling of fear and even a feeling of your own personal safety as well. And you just need that masculine energy to come in and wrap its arms and wings around you and just help you with the internal struggle and the internal fear and turmoil. So over to you, Jeanette.
You know, I love this synchronicity. Just to clarify, Jess is in Townsville, and I'm down. The card that was pulled for you, Cherie, backs up exactly what Jess was just saying. So this is Mystique, and Mystique is in power of charging forward, to let the fear go and to charge forward and stop worrying about consequence, because there is no right and wrong. It is the emotion that we put into that. So you can't in this lifetime get anything wrong, and you should have no regrets, because every single thing you do in your life will bring you to where you are in this moment. I don't even regret having the marriages I have, because from those marriages, as much as they were awful for me, I got two beautiful, incredible children from that. So it's about turning what we have and what we think into the good, into the positive. So don't take no. Cherie, miracles will start to happen for you because the angels will make it happen for you. So I love that. Okay, let me just scroll back. I'm hoping not to miss anyone. So we just had Cherie. So now we have got Ash. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Let's see what I'm going to use. Kyle Gray cards, but straight away, Tash, I get that. Have you had a little bit feeling a little bit nauseated? It's kind of like a pregnancy nauseated, feeling that little bit off. Let us know. Because the angels are showing me that there's some anxiety, some nervousness, some feeling quite unwell there. So if that's the case, remember Archangel Raphael came in. So anyone that does need healing, Archangel Raphael will be onto it. Now, I'm not sure if you're trying to fall pregnant, Tash, or if there's someone around you that is, but please know that they may have been told that they're not able to have a pregnancy. If you're waiting on that, that's your confirmation. So it is a time right now for you to call in Archangel Orion, who will be able to assist with the needs that you need going forward.
Hey Tash, thanks for joining. I got truth and integrity for you this morning. I got there's something in your life that needs expressing and you need to bring the light of truth and integrity to it. I feel that there's an issue that has been bogging you down energetically, and it's something that really needs your attention, and you need to bring the truth and the integrity to it. It may be admitting a mistake that you made. Perhaps there's something that you've been holding on to. You've been holding on to some information that needs to come through for someone now. It's a little bit of an uncomfortable situation. So it's the uncomfortableness of it that you've been sitting with, and it now needs to be released so that you're releasing that blockage and that lower vibrational energy that's holding you back. So it won't be easy, but your angels and guides are ready to help you with it. And really stepping into that truth and that integrity, you'll feel so much more in your own personal power, and it will help you shift through this block that you're currently experiencing. Yeah.
And Tash has confirmed that she has had a nausea tummy and some anxiety. So thank you for letting us know, because it really helps, because the angels will always pick up something for you. So when you can validate that for us, it's absolutely great, because we know that we're tuned into the right frequency, which, a lot of people in the New Age used to say, oh, you can't tune in if you're on, and you're in a shop full of people, but you actually can. You can tune. We have Janice Marie Chalmers. Now, she is one of my favourites. She's been on my Angelic Mystic Realm page for years, and is the most beautiful soul. Yes. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. So let's pull a card each for beautiful Janice. You can go if you like, Jess.
Well, Janice, I also am hello, good morning. And when Jeanette was explaining what a beautiful soul you are, I felt that you've got a beautiful big heart, and you're always giving to others. You're a true earth angel, and your service to others is something to be commended. And I really felt very warm in my heart chakra area. And so I just wanted to let you know that, first of all. I also received truth and integrity for you as well, even though I've just chosen it. And this is about really acknowledging the truth and integrity that you live in. Your angels and guides really come forward today to just let you know that you're doing a great job down here on earth. They know that it's not easy, but please know that you're seen by the angelic realm. So no deed that you ever do goes unnoticed. And the work that you do day in and day out is life-changing for others. Sometimes you may go to bed at night and you may feel like that you haven't fully fulfilled your purpose, but your angels and guides just want you to know that you absolutely are doing all of the right things, and you're very loved by the angelic realm. So basically just keep up the amazing work, Janice.
Yes, and it's so funny because I pulled the exact card from my angel deck, Truth and Integrity. So that is your absolute truth from the angelic realm. I also, because I got guided to pull two, for you, Janice, and the other one was change and transition. So there is a lot of change around you right now. Things are a little bit crazy on moon. There is new love coming into your life, and I feel as though you really doubt that you feel as though that can't happen. But trust in the change and transition, because the new is here. Today is the perfect day to write down exactly what it is you want in your life. Do not write what you do not want, because the universe doesn't see the do not. The universe hears want. So write what you want in your life, and I know that you will hear me. Yes, love you, darling lady. Okay. Let us give us a big hell yes if you're enjoying our show this morning, guys. So, Jess, can you see the comments?
No, I can't see any comments. No, unfortunately.
Okay, so now we're not going to get to everybody because everybody is coming on, but we've now got one for Stephanie Ratcliffe. Stephanie, straight away, I get relationship issues with you. Are you going through some relationship issues right now, not being sure of whether or not you want to stay in a relationship, or your partner's feeling that? If you could let us know, because we'll send Archangel Raphael in to heal that as he can. And when I say heal that, that doesn't necessarily mean that you will stay together. It means that the relationship will be healed so that you can make parents know if your relationship is something that's troubling you right now. And Jess, have you pulled a card?
Three, actually, and one's dropped on the floor for Stephanie. Just jumped out.
He obviously needs you.
First of all, divine guidance again for you, Stephanie. Trust. I feel like you're at a crossroad. You're not really sure what to do right now. Your angels and guides want to tell you that you don't need the answers right now, just to let go of trying to fix, heal, and solve everything, and just trust that the guidance is on its way to you and you will find the answers at the right time. So just let go and trust. Also, body care is really important for you right now, Stephanie. It's time to start thinking about ways that you can nourish your body in more powerful ways. What can you do to feel better physically? It's time to start to really feed your body well and give your body an overhaul. Start up something new, perhaps exercise is something that you want to bring more into your life, meditation, yoga. Have a look at the foods that you're eating. We really, really are what we eat. It's really important to be eating foods that are high vibrational. All foods carry a frequency, and what we consume comes into our body and it becomes part of our vibration, our frequency. So I'm going to pick up the card on the floor.
And just while you do that, Jess, Stephanie confirmed that she's just recently split with someone. So we'll send Archangel Raphael in for that healing. So continue
and children. Stephanie, this one comes to just know that you need to nurture your own inner child at this time. There's a lot of turmoil there, and you are being asked to go inwards and really don't run away from the pain. Just know that it's okay to be experiencing the inner turmoil and really go to the pain. There's answers that lay inside of our pain. And instead of running away from it, we want to go to it and kind of give it a big warm cuddle. Know that it's okay to be feeling the pain that you're feeling, and nourish your own inner child. Really important right now for you. Sending lots of love, Stephanie.
Yeah, that's exactly. I just was getting inner child, and creativity. So it is very important to nurture that inner child, because we forget about that child who's hurting, who needs that hug, who needs that reassurance, who needs that love. A really great way, and your card was express your creativity, Stephanie. So a good way of doing that. Colouring in is fantastic for being able to get out of your own head. Because when we have a relationship breakdown, it's shit. Let's not sugarcoat it. It's shit. So sometimes we need to get out of our own head so that we can move forward fearlessly. So get creative, get back into your, go out and laugh and watch comedies. And but again, like Jess said, well, was guided to say, you know, don't run away from it either. But being in a creative place can also allow you to work on that from a safe space.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, I just got a message. Danielle thinks I've forgotten her. I haven't. It's just going, the news feed is going so fast. So I'm sorry if you feel as though you're being missed. We've had some comments, Jess, that people think that we work very well together magically. I agree. I think we really work well. We always have all the years we've known. This is for Danielle. Danielle, I'm going to ask you straight up if you've had any left leg around the knee area, upper thigh pain. If you could let me know that, please, because that can be linked into your reading, possibly even going up into your hip, but I feel it's more around your left knee and upper thigh area. So if you could let us know, Danielle, that would be great. Just pulling some cards for you now, beautiful. Okay, let's see what we got. Angel. Okay, so Danielle, have you been stressing about money like the rest of the world at the moment? And abundance, do you feel as though that you're needing more out of life? Well, here's your card, Serena. The angel of abundance is right here for you right now. Now, abundance doesn't always mean money. A lot of people get hung up on that. Abundance is having a roof over your head, feeling loved, having the resources to get to a job or having a job. So this is your validation that God is right now. So tune into the angels, ask them, show them what you want out of life, and then sit back. And the big trick, once you've asked the angels to help you, is truly letting go. And I'll see if Jess agrees with this, because sometimes we hang on to what we've asked for, and the angels then don't think that we trust them to serve us at our highest good. So the trick is, once you ask for something, let it go and just let it happen as it will, because it will then come from your highest vibration. Yes.
Yeah, I totally agree with that 100%. When we really hold on to things very tightly, there's no room for any energetic forces, any spiritual angelic forces to come in and help with that. It's our, almost like our own resistance, our own negative energy is really entwined around that issue. And so it's very difficult for outside forces to come in and assist us. But when we actually take a step back and let go, it creates a space there, and then the energy of the universe can actually come in and start to weave its magic around those issues. So it's always really helpful to make peace with where you are in the midst of turmoil, in the midst of struggle, whatever you're struggling with. I always stop and say to myself, I am where I am and it's okay. And I make peace with all of those areas of my life that are not the way that I would like them to be, that I would prefer them to be. By making peace with the way that things are, we don't stay stuck. We actually allow healing to actually come into our lives. So many people think that if you make peace with the way things are, oh my goodness, it's going to stay like this forever. But the opposite is actually true.
Yeah.
And I just picked up one. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Just one card is forgiveness. I feel like that you're really hard on yourself, and I just want your angels and guides want to remind you to just forgive yourself for anything that you feel that you've done wrong, or for any mistakes that you've made. They want you to feel good on the inside. They feel like that the external appearance puts a lot of pressure on you, and they want you to really start to embrace who you are on the inside, your heart, your beautiful, caring nature, the beautiful qualities that you have as a person far outweighs how you actually physically look. And they really just want you to forgive yourself. We all make mistakes. We all daily do things that we probably are a bit wrong, you know, that someone may view as the wrong thing to do, especially as earth angels and light workers. Jeanette, we're always doing things completely different to mainstream society. So we're always viewed as wrong. We're, you know, we think differently, we vibrate differently, we're coded differently. So that, yeah, self-forgiveness is totally relevant for you right now.
And that's incredible, Jess, because I was just about to go, I checked, remember at the beginning I asked if Danielle had a sore knee / upper thigh. She said yes. And funnily enough, that is linked into your pride, your ego, unforgiveness of self.
Yeah.
Exactly the card you just pulled. And so, Danielle, an affirmation for you each day is, I am flexible and flowing. So that's your affirmation. Say that upon rising each day. I am flexible and flowing, and you'll actually find the pain should dissipate. So now we've got Cats. Beautiful. Oh, had cards jump out. Okay, so straight up, Cat, you've been told you need to meditate more. If you are not doing it, then you need to really start doing it, because you need to find time for you, time for your growth, your spiritual growth, and it's time for you to really start trusting in yourself, trusting in your vibes. On woman, you are very, very in tune with yourself, and it's really time to start taking that up levels, because I feel as though there's like a great awakening coming for you within the next 3 months. And meditation is part of that. So even if you can just find 2 minutes sometime during the day just to sit in the moment and be with yourself, then this awakening is going to come, and it's going to come hard and fast. So there's going to be a lot of change around your life. It's going to be good change, but it is going to be disruptive change for you. So, Jess.
Yeah, just as you said, trust in yourself. I literally in that moment pulled out this card. So it's all about trust in yourself, Kat. Also, you feel your energy feels really tired, and your angels and guides really want you just to loosen up in your body as well. They want you to put some music on that you love and run around the house or dance around the house and you know, sing loud and just loosen up. They kind of even want you to be a little bit obnoxious. I feel like that you've been playing it really safe and you've been a really good girl, and they want you just to loosen up and really yeah, have a good time. Allow yourself to enjoy and trust. You're doing the right things. You really are. Just trust in you. You know, you are your winning formula. There's no one else on planet Earth that is like you. And just know that you are good enough and you are worthy. They're the biggest messages.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So I just wanted to say hello to One Queen. I've just had a call with One Queen just before we got on here. She's in New York. So thank you so much. Yeah, One Queen. She shared an amazing story with me while we were on the phone of an amazing thing that happened to her. And I had shivers flowing all over me during the story that she told. So thanks for joining, One Queen.
Oh, goody. How good is that? New York. Oh my gosh, my granddaughter that's her dream. Straight away, even before I clicked on One Queen, I get movement around you, moving house, moving areas, I'm getting goosebumps rippling all over me. I'm also guided to ask if you have any numbness in the back right shoulder area, turns to tingles and numbness. If you could let me know, that would be really great. But definitely there's a whole new era of positive new energy smashing into your life starting right now. Right as you're getting this reading, you will feel the energy change, you will feel the switch. You are definitely you've got some big guns on your side. This is amazing. I can feel the high vibration that's coming in. It's like I'm being shown a picture of you standing, and you know, on the movies where people have shoes and they've got rockers and they zoom up into the sky. That's where you're at right now. You're about to zoom like you've never zoomed before in your life. So please let me know if that resonates with you. Go,
Yeah,
Jess.
thank you so much for joining One Queen. It's just amazing chatting to you. You're a beautiful woman and you're so brave and so strong, and you've been through so much adversity. And I have to agree with Jeanette, you're making some decisions that are actually going to change the course of your life. You're coming into a time of your life where there's going to be a lot more serenity. There's still going to be some chaos. There's still going to be some turmoil, but there are going to be periods of time that are going to bring much more inner peace and lots of high vibration as well. Jeanette's right on the money there. You have got so much going on for you internally. You are a powerful creator, and I feel like that things are really, really changing for you. You're in the time of transformation, and it's happening very, very quickly. So keep up the awesome work. You're amazing, and it was so beautiful chatting to you this morning. It's a great way to start the Monday, the start of the week off.
And I've been asked to add relationships. A lot of your relationships are going to change. Some are going to ebb away, some are going to flow. So there's all new energies coming in around you. So those that do fall away, let them go. They are not meant for you, and they are not going to be able to vibrate at the vibration that you're heading to. So allow the sadness in, but know that the angels have got you. They've got you, and everything that falls away is meant to. Much love. We've got time for one more, Jess.
Awesome.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, I'm just going to intuitively pick this one. Okay, here we go. Lucky last.
Janine.
I'm just going to have a look and see if One Queen let me know about that numbness. Kat came back and said, thanks, Jeanette and Jess. Oh, my God, that's so true. I've been pushed in such a direction the last few weeks to clean up my life, my health, and I certainly feel myself transforming. Feel very, yes, that's awesome. Oh, One Queen said she wants to move. So that's wonderful that the movement card came up.
Yay.
Because it was, okay, so let's pull a card for Janine. Oh, one's flown out. Oh, Janine's done some really hard yards. Straight away, I'm getting that there's been a lot of pressure, possibly depression around. If not for her, then loved ones close by her. Some fear along with that, going along with that, because it's quite a deep depression. Looking for change, okay, so basically Janine's looking for some light. It's been quite a dark hole, and we need to help her raise her vibration, tap on in. And you're being asked to never, ever compromise yourself for others, because you do that. You will put yourself last, but I mean really last. You've become like a doormat for people, so there's no respect. There's no, it's just, you're the doormat, so you'll do everything for everyone. And it's really time to raise that vibration and honour the guidance in your own heart. It's time to lift yourself, and the angels can help you, but you also have to do the work. So it's time to really start looking at your life and ways that you can improve in the fact of not allowing others to push you around and put you down and treat you like you don't need to be treated. So let me know if that resonates, Janine. And Jess, what have you got?
Yeah, when you said for Janine about the you've got to do things yourself, you can't, your angels and guides will work with you, but you've actually got to take the steps as well, and you've got to take the actions. That was really something that your angels and guides wanted me to say to you again, and to really highlight how important that message is. That I feel like that you've sort of at times thrown your hands up in the air and just said that's all too hard, and we all do that at different times, and we all feel like giving up at different times as well. And For my own personal experience, there's times where I don't feel like doing the work. You know, I don't feel like whatever work it is, the internal work or the physical work. I jog most mornings at 6 o'clock, and I don't feel like getting up every morning at 6 o'clock. But I know that I must do that because it raises my vibration. And when I get out there upon sunrise, it's, oh my goodness, thank goodness that I got out of bed and I came out. So we must do these things that we know are good for us, even when we don't feel like it. And we must do those things. We can't expect other people to come in and save us. We can't expect the universe and our angels and guides to do all of the work for us. We've got to really make a powerful decision that we are going to take steps towards our own healing, which, you know, that's really the biggest step towards the healing journey, is when we take our own power back and we decide we are going to take our life in our own hands and do whatever we're guided towards doing that we know is going to make us feel better, empower us more. I chose dreams for you. I feel that your dreams are communicating with you right now, but also, more importantly, if you want to know something, ask your dreams, because our answers can be shown to us in our dreams. So if you can ask the question before you go to bed at night and put it out there to the universe, to your angels and guides, that you will be shown the answer in the dream realm. And this is something very, very powerful that you can use when you're feeling very confused, even about people. You can ask to be shown the truth about people through the dream state, and the answers will come forward for you. It's a very, very powerful process, and you're being suggested and guided towards using this. So thank you so much for jumping on today.
Okay, so 2 cards fell out for me while you were doing that, Jess. Janine, you're actually an earth angel, so the angels really want you to call them in because they can really work with you. And also, if you don't know what an empath is, look that up, because you definitely have the traits, which is why you're out there fixing everybody else. But something I've learned as an empath is you have to heal yourself before you can go on and help other people, because you can't give from an empty jug, and your jug is quite empty at the moment. But the good news is that jug can be filled over and over and over and over. So there's the light. Also, you're asked to engage in prayer. You don't have to be religious to pray. I follow no religion. I have a ritual, and part of that is I have prayer, because I'm grateful for everything in my life, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because, like I said, every part of my steps that I've taken in life, whether they are positive or not to other people, that matters not. It's allowed growth for me. So Archangel Sandalphon would like to come on in and help you with that. So I also have a message for One Queen. In regard to, I remember now, I asked about numbness in the shoulder. She has confirmed that she does get that. That is about withholding love and love being withheld from you. So you withholding love for yourself, feeling not worthy. Why would you be worthy of love? Nobody else thinks you are. Well, you're very, very wrong, because you are very worthy, you are beautiful, you are courageous, you are amazing. So, and also with the numbness, that can also come with feeling dead mentally, being so exhausted and not knowing where to go, and I can't do this anymore. But we changed that. It's changed up. As I said, from the second you got this reading from Jess and I, new energies coming in, and you will be able to feel that. Like, I've got tingles all over me. So your mantra, One Queen, is feelings with love. I respond to love in everyone. Guys, I've had the best time with Jess. Jess and I are actually making this a regular Monday thing. So if you guys enjoyed this, please let us know. And we will be back each week to do readings and to have some fun giveaways. And I've got a big, exciting giveaway for next week. I'm not doing it this week because I'm in the process of moving house. So I don't want to make some. But Jess, I love you so much, and thank you for sharing this space with me. And to everyone who came on and watched this, please know we absolutely adore you and we appreciate your time. So thank you.
Thank you, Jeanette. It's the highlight of my week. It's just awesome. I've been so looking forward to coming back again. Yesterday, I was just like, oh, I can't wait to start my week off like this. And we've talked about this for many years, so it just feels so right. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you to all the viewers. I can't see you, but I will be coming back and having a look at your comments later on, probably this evening, so I've got a full day ahead. But thank you everyone for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing you guys some guidance from the spiritual realms this morning.
And remember, everyone, your angels are right beside you. They are in your heart. They are in your being. Call them in. Namaste.
Bye.